welcome to our shithole. So, this is our shop that we just started renting about 6 months ago, me and Eli. And this is kind of the guest room or whatever the hell you want to call it. And we just picked up this couch off the side of the road, cut the bottom off to air dry it because it was a little wet, but now it's dry. She's ready to be put down, put to use. And we just moved mine and his car. This is my buddy's car. This is a 1991 Galant VR4. That is a shell at the moment because we have the engine at the machine shop getting some work, and his transmission is in pieces at his mom's house where we moved all of his stuff from yesterday. And we got to throw that back together. Should be hopefully running within the next 10 weeks or so. But this is my 1995 Firebird Trans Am. I bought this about 2 years ago, and it only ran for about 4 months of the 2 years I've owned it, but that's how things go. Hopefully that'll change within the next 9 months. But here, my block is sitting right here, and I've yet to tear down the bottom end. I just took the pan and the heads off and all the accessories, but I'll get to that later. The rest of my parts I have shoved in this back room with our heater furnace. All just in this corner for now. I got to bring over some shelves to get it all organized. But it does got the 6-speed manual, which is the main reason I bought this thing. That transmission is still pretty stout besides reverse popping out, but that's a pretty common problem with those transmissions. She's got gray interior, which I hate, but I have a bunch of black interior parts in the back that I got off of Firebird in the junkyard about a year ago that I'll hopefully be putting in soon. The guy already put some black parts, the previous owner. He put a new headliner in that's already sagging in the front somehow. It wasn't like that when I bought it, but it started doing that after it's been sitting, so I don't know what the hell is going on. But seats, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably just buy new or used reupholstered black seats. It's not worth going and reupholstering these because I don't know what the hell this issue is and why it's so flimsy. It's probably even worse on the driver's side if I remember correctly. That can't be safe. So I got to get new seats. I don't know what I'm going to do about the back seats. I might just get those reupholstered if I can't find them anywhere else. This window is broken. I tried to fix it, and then something broke on the inside, and now it doesn't work again. So just another thing I have to fix. This engine had a massive oil leak, which is why it's out, because I oil starved it because I'm stupid. And everything is caked in oil. The entire subframe is caked. The entire underneath is caked. And that thing's going to need to get power washed and cleaned. And I need to clean all the parts that I have for it because they're all disgusting, and that's going to take forever. I'm not looking forward to that. This is my buddy's truck that we bought from a repo yard. We got it for pretty cheap. We bought it solely to flip. And that hopefully will get sold soon. We got this for my buddy's Galant for a parts car. It's got a good engine. I don't know about trans, but I don't think that matters. He doesn't really want that. But mainly what we want it for is some interior parts, the doors, the headlights, the side markers. This damage right here was not here when we got the car. This Ford, when we got it, well, we thought it was broken, but it was really just out of gas. So we towed it here, and it was parked diagonal here, and we used this truck to pull it sideways to straighten it out. And instead of straightening it out, it pulled it backwards, and the brakes didn't work too well, and it just slammed into this thing, but that doesn't really matter. We weren't really wanting these fenders or this hood anyways. this fender on this side because this fender is very straight, so could care less about this one getting damaged. My buddy got this for dirt cheap. He's still trying to get the title for it from the previous owner. He got it from an old neighbor, and it needed some work because it was leaking like crazy, but he got that fixed and we're gonna get that sold. And then another one of my buddies just bought this thing. I don't know much about it. All I know is it doesn't have the head on it, but it has like 110,000 miles. The interior is pretty clean, but he has the doors are unlocked. 118,000 miles. But he's got a bunch of parts in the back. 5-speed. Pretty cool little car. He has an older Celica. It's kind of a Toyota head, so he wanted another. So we got this towed here like 2 days ago or so. And then my buddy bought this truck, the other buddy who bought that one and owns all those. He bought this for the engine and trans. It's got the 6.0 and the 4L80E, and he has a first gen Mitsubishi Montero that we're gonna swap this drivetrain into. So be looking forward to that. We'll make a bunch of videos on that once we're ready to get that done, but we won't get started on that until this car is finished. I almost forgot to show my daily. This is my 2004 Mercury Grand Marquis. Nothing too fancy. She's a little dirty right now, but she's my daily pig. Probably gonna end up getting that sold soon because the neighbor of our shop, I'll show you here in a sec, has an old Mercedes, I believe it's an 81, that he's willing to sell to me for dirt cheap. All the diesel leaked out, and it's just been sitting for the past basically 10-15 years, really undriven, not that many miles. It's been sitting non-running for about 3 of them at least. But the interior is pretty nice. It's got some mold on the inside, but I do interior detailing as a little side job, so I'll get that cleaned up. But this will probably get started before the Firebird will, because that Mercedes doesn't need as much work, not nearly as much work as the Firebird. And I think I'm going to sell that Mercedes once I get it all fixed up and run good to fund what I want to do to this. And so far, the plan to do to this is to ship my heads off to Lloyd Elliott. If anyone in the 4th gen world knows, he's pretty well known for head work for the LT1 and LS1. So I'm gonna try and get his LE2 package, get a slightly choppier cam. And besides that, I'm probably gonna keep the bottom end pretty stock. I'll put new bearings and seals and gaskets and piston rings and stuff, and I'll ball hone all the cylinders out, get the engine all refreshed, and that'll probably be it for this car. I'll get it tuned after. I might throw a little nitrous at it, like a 100 shot or something eventually, but for now, the nitrous will come later. But before nitrous, I'm hoping to make about 350, maybe 400. But with nitrous, I should be able to make at least 400 easy. Pretty reliably. These rear ends are, I don't know much about them, but from the abuse that this car has been through its whole life, it's still holding up really strong. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about the transmission either. And I'm gonna need to get a new clutch. I'll probably just get a OEM Plus clutch, full face, not a 6-puck. My buddy's Gallant has a 6-puck in it, and he regrets buying it because it's a pain in the ass to street drive because it's so sensitive. Right now, to finish off this video, I think I want to do a little cleaning up on my bay. I want to put some shelves here, so I need to get all that wood moved. My buddy's Integra's hood. I'll get that moved to his bay. This is my bay, this is his bay. That's just how he decided to do it here. And then clean up this side. These are a bunch of my buddy's Integra parts for his interior. He has that fully stripped right now. He's trying to line it with some sound deadening and to get his interior fully detailed because he uses it for Uber Eats and DoorDash right now. And it gets pretty dirty when you're in and out of the vehicle that many times a day when you do it full time, so. Decided for now just to leave this side like this because there's not really anywhere to put my buddy's stuff until we get more shelving. So I'm just gonna leave it there for now.